A man's most important thing in life is his purpose. Everything else, girlfriend, family, parents, etc., should be secondary. Men should never disregard their mission to please anyone, least of all a woman. Women's most important thing in life is love. Women seek loving relationships through their boyfriends and children. Love is so important that in 9 cases out of 10, women's mood problems are a consequence of not feeling loved enough. To have a functioning relationship, men and women should stay on their path. Women should focus on love and their relationships. Men should focus on their life mission and go after it. Problems come when one or the other departs from their path. When a masculine man becomes less masculine and starts prioritizing his girlfriend, she loses trust and attraction and the relationship weakens. When a woman prioritizes her career over love, she feels deeply unfulfilled and frustrated, which makes her difficult to deal with for her boyfriend. In the past, men and women had fixed roles. Men put food on the table, women took care of the kids. Men often manipulated women through physical and financial dominance. Women often manipulated men through emotional and sexual blackmail. In the 60s, men and women strived for balance. Men embraced their feminine sides and women embraced their masculine sides. This trend resulted in social and economic equality but also in sexual neutrality. Men are less macho, women are less submissive. Everyone is more or less the same and everyone is single. Why? Because sexual passion is based on polarity. Men and women cannot behave in the bedroom the way they behave in society. When it comes to sex, men should be extra masculine and women be extra feminine. As a man, getting to know who you are is important so you can trust yourself. The more you are yourself, the more you trust yourself and the more you appear valuable to society. The superior man lives from his deepest core, gives and is committed to magnifying love. The search for freedom is the priority for the masculine. The search for love is the priority of the feminine. The feminine wants to be filled with love. The masculine wants to feel the bliss of a life lived at the edge. And if he doesn't have the balls to do it himself, he'll watch it on TV. Now there's a book called The Way of the Superior Man, which describes 15 lessons that will help you become fully aware of your masculine energy and become irresistible to women. These 15 lessons are as follows. Lesson number 1. Stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. Most men think that one day they'll be able to stop and rest. This is wrong. Rest will never happen. Life will never be any different than it is now. So stop delaying your big projects. Don't wait until you have enough money or the kids have grown up. These are excuses. From now on, spend at least 1 hour per day doing what you have always wanted to. The same is true for your girl. She'll never be any different than she is now. She'll never change. If she is truly intolerable, you should leave her and not look back. Lesson number 2. Live with an open heart even if it hurts. When they are failing, most men retreat and close themselves down. Doing so, they are trapped and lose their freedom. Don't do that. Keep yourself open even if it hurts. Stand up tall and open your chest. Lesson number 3. Live as if your father were dead. To be free, you should live completely free from your father's expectations. Start doing things you have always wanted to do but that he didn't let you do. Lesson number 4. Know your real edge and don't fake it. What are you good at? Are you as good as you could be? Are you contributing as much as your skills allow you to? If you were fearless, would you live any differently? Are you living at your edge or are you living far from it? Be honest with yourself. Know your real worth and go after it. Lesson number 5. Always hold to your deepest realization. Nothing will work in your life if your day-to-day isn't aligned with who you are. What's the source of your attention? What are you constantly thinking about? If you're not living in the flow of the things you want to do, you will never experience the peace of being yourself. Lesson number 6. Never change your mind just to please a woman. Always make your own decision. Women like men that are grounded. If you make a decision to please her, she'll be disappointed in you as it means you don't trust yourself. Why should she trust you if you don't? Be open-minded and always take what she says into consideration, but always make your own decision. Lesson number 7. Your purpose must come before your relationship. Admit to yourself that between your mission and your relationship, you choose your mission. Without your mission, your life would be empty and your relationship would suffer. Don't neglect your mission to spend time with your girlfriend. Tell her that you'll spend 30 minutes of quality time with her, but that you'll have to go back to your mission afterward. 30 minutes of quality time is greater than 3 hours of low quality time. Lesson number 8. Lean just beyond your edge. Your insecurities may push you way out of your comfort zone to achieve recognition, for example, or push you deep inside because you are scared. None of this is optimal. Ideally, you should lean just beyond your limits. This is how you grow healthily without putting too much stress or resting too much. Lesson number 9. Do it for love. Men's purpose is to find their deepest truths, enjoy freedom and love, and give their gifts. But most can't. As a result, they feel empty. Yet they don't take action to do something about it because they are scared. Men must be honest with themselves and do what their identity requires them to do. Most men will timidly poke at the world and give a fraction of what they can. The superior man will give everything he's got. He will be genuine, always be genuine. The world knows when you're fake. If you penetrate it for your own gains, it will know. It's better not to do anything in this case than to do it halfway. Give yourself entirely or none at all. Lesson number 10. Enjoy your friends' criticism. Once a week, you should sit down with your male friends and discuss what you're doing and what you're not doing because you're afraid. Your friend's task is to call you out on your BS and put you back on the right path. If you can't take criticism from men, you likely have a problem with your father. A father is a directing force in life. Without one, you're left wandering around not knowing where to go. Your friends can help you see where to go. Lesson number 11. If you don't know your purpose, discover it now. The most important thing in your life is your purpose. Everything should be aligned with your purpose. If you don't know it, you can't align your life to it. You become reactive instead of proactive. Find your purpose as soon as possible. Without a conscious life purpose, a man is totally lost, drifting, adapting to events rather than creating events. Without knowing his life purpose, a man lives a weakened, impotent existence, perhaps eventually becoming even sexually impotent or prone to mechanical and disinterested sex. Lesson number 12. Be willing to change everything in your life. Your deeper purpose is at your core and lays under several layers of other purposes. As you go through these layers and realize the purposes, you dissolve them and get closer to your core purpose. After you realize the purpose, you will experience a period of uncertainty and doubt. Mediocre men run away or bury themselves when going through them. Don't. They are part of the journey. Don't take on other distractions and wait for the new purpose to come. Then when the impulse arises, go ahead and begin. Learn from your mistakes. Lesson number 13. Don't use your family as an excuse. If you can't discover your purpose because you're scared or lazy, admit it. Don't use "I have to take care of my family" as an excuse. Your mission, even if you have a family, should be your priority in life. Remember, the priority of the feminine is love. The priority of the masculine is his mission. This is why women are much more fulfilled with the love of their children than you are. Not being aligned and in sync with your purpose will weaken you. Your children will feel this and replicate it. For your family's sake, find out what your deeper purpose is and go after it. Lesson number 14. Don't get lost in tasks and duties. When men have a definite goal like achieving a specific task like finishing a report, they get into do mode and work hard to achieve their goal. It's good, but it also shouldn't consume your life, as this would make you no more than a machine. The purpose of tasks is not the tasks themselves, it is that doing them will set you free. Take regular breaks where you can reflect and remember that the purpose of life isn't to finish these tasks. And lesson number 15 is stop hoping for your women to get easier. A woman often seems to test her man's capacity to remain unperturbed in his truth and purpose. She tests him to feel his freedom and depth of love, to know that he is trustable. A man should never think his woman's testing is going to end and his life will get easier. Rather, he should appreciate that she does these things to feel his strength, integrity, and openness. Women test you to make sure you are still as strong as you were when you began dating. As you become more intimate with a girl, her tests will get harder because she'll get to know your sweet spots. The testing will never stop and it will never get easier. The only way to pass them is to remain unperturbed with her test, to remain full, strong, happy, and humorous. You need to remain grounded and not show any sign of change. That's all for today, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.